swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
It's Flyers Penguin Game 2 on 97.3 ESPN. The Flyers take on the Pittsburgh Penguins tomorrow night. Listen as Tim Saunders and Todd Fedoruk call all the Flyers playoff action.
They score!
It's Flyers Pens Game 2. Tomorrow night, coverage begins at 7 p.m. on South Jersey's home for Flyers playoff hockey. 97.3 ESPN. And listen live on the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
When it comes to injuries, you can't afford to get it wrong. Insurance companies, they delay, deny, and pay as little as possible. Who's on your side? The law offices of Craig A. Altman. Car accidents, slip and falls, serious workplace injuries. They build cases to put real pressure on the other side. And you pay nothing unless they win. Don't guess, don't wing it. Call 856-327-8899 or visit CraigAltmanLaw.com. Local office in Vineland, backed by a Philly firm that knows how to win.
Veterans and active duty service members. When your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Progressive knows life takes you in many directions.
Bear right at exit 32, then begin to wonder why you never bought a fish tank. In 1.3 miles, you'll realize you've been mispronouncing epitome your whole life. At the roundabout, you will remember you said something at dinner you wish you hadn't and will think about it for decades. You have arrived at your destination, but it turns out there really is no destination and life just keeps going.
Wherever life takes you, protect your home and auto with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Breaking news for your home. Wayday. Wayfair's big sale is almost here, and you can score the best deals in home. Like up to 80% off everything home. Yes, you heard that right. 80% off with free shipping on everything. Plus surprise flash deals all Wayday long. We're talking outdoor furniture and essentials, rugs, and more. All at Wayfair, and all up to 80% off during Wayday. Shop Wayfair's Wayday from April 25th through 27th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Hi, I'm Emily, and I'm a student at Stockton University. It's easy to see how quickly a normal night with friends can turn into something serious. People often think that car crashes only lead to broken bones or visible injuries, but one of the most serious outcomes is a traumatic brain injury. About 2.8 million people sustain a traumatic brain injury every year, and motor vehicle crashes are one of the leading causes. These injuries can change a person's life in seconds by affecting memory, personality, emotions, and the ability to function independently. For a college student like me, that could mean struggling in school, losing independence, or having your future plans suddenly change. It's scary to think that one decision like using your cell phone while driving could lead to something that serious. This isn't something that only happens to other people. It can happen to anyone. Just one responsible decision can prevent a motor vehicle crash and protect your future. Notifications are temporary, fines and injuries aren't. Keep your eyes on the road, not your phone. Put the phone away or pay.
Brought to you by Highways Safety and Stockton University.
Spring Black Friday is on at the Home Depot. Save on grills and patio sets that will be sure to bring your hosting game up a notch. Fire up your feast with help from the Home Depot and save on grills. Like the Next Grill 4-burner propane gas grill was $249, now in special buy for $199. Or give everyone the best seat in the yard with the Hampton Bay Mayfield Park 4-piece conversation set for only $399. Save on grills and patio sets with low prices guaranteed during Spring Black Friday only at the Home Depot. Now through April 22nd, while supplies last. Exclusions apply. See HomeDepot.com/price match for details.
Go to get your game on at the Fanatics Sportsbook in the Gallery at Ocean Casino Resort. Go where fans become fanatics at the Fanatics Sportsbook in the Gallery. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Go for the win. For more information, visit theoceanac.com.
Must be 21 or older to wager or consume alcohol. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
South Jersey's official play-by-play home of the Eagles, Sixers, and Flyers.
At 0 point would I ever consider not being a fan of the team.
97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City. A Town Square media station serving all of South Jersey.
The following program is paid for by The Locker Room with Billy Schweim. The opinions expressed are not those of Town Square Media or station advertisers.
Red 83!
To the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schweim.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schweim.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the locker room with Billy Schweim and my producer, co-host, Alex Berardis, and the intern, Erin Ewing, on a beautiful day. It's cloudy outside, a little dreary, but guess what? It's sunny in this locker room. I got to tell you, good morning, I was going to call you Nicky Earnshaw because I'm all sixered up. We'll get into that. Good morning, Alex. Are you? So I'm a little worried about you. You come in a little slow, a little peakish, little subdued.
Yeah, but
you better pick it up, kid.
The thing is, just like Porter Martone, I come alive when the
lights go on and they're brightest. All right,
I come alive.
All right.
The Flyers came alive last night too.
Wow. Erin, how are you today? You're all...
How could I be better?
Oh, my
Flyers
gosh.
win.
And you come into the studio all flyered up today.
Yeah, you guys had my poor mother going out yesterday to go buy me a shirt after I got ripped for wearing a Phillies sweatshirt.
I got to tell you guys, I'm pumped. I mean, look, God bless America. I got chills coming down my back. I'm excited. This team played really well. Rick Tocchet. Where are all the Tocchet haters, Alex?
Nowhere to be found.
Where are they? Let me hear from them. If you want to text in at 609-403-0973, you may do so. You can say, I'm sorry. You can get back on the bandwagon. But where are all the Tocchet haters? Because in January and February, we were here like weren't they chanting at the X Center, fire Tocchet?
Flyers fans never know what they want.
Brutal.
Tocchet, it was never the problem here. I mean, he's got these guys going. But the boys, even without Tocchet, they showed up last night.
Sure they did.
They were hitting hard. They were playing great defense. Sanheim, Drysdale, Martone, the three of them getting goals.
Tippett laid a guy out.
Yeah,
Couturier,
yeah, like
Sanheim. We'll get into Malcolm and Crosby. I hate those two. X double scribble.
There was a little worry that I had that it's a young team. First playoff game, they're on the road, Battle of Pennsylvania. No, they looked like they were the veteran team out there. They looked like they had the all-perennial players on that team.
They did.
And the Flyers got a Game 1 victory.
Game 1 victory. They outskated them. They out-hit them. They out-finessed them. I love the effort. And Rick Tocchet, like, he played on both sides of the equation, right? He was a Penguin, won 3 Stanley Cups with the Penguins, but he's a Flyer because his first love was the Flyers. He was in the 85 Stanley Cup. He was in the 87 Stanley Cup. He won a cup with the Penguins. But my point is, deep down, he bleeds orange and black. And he has these guys playing right. I'm pumped up.
He said he hates Pittsburgh.
Yeah, well, but he also he also kind of like backpedaled on that. He can't hate Pittsburgh. He had that team that he won the cup was pretty. Yeah, that was a pretty talented team. But I got to tell you, wow, what a game last night, huh, Erin?
Yeah, I mean the Flyers. You said it best. The Flyers outplayed them in pretty much every aspect of the game.
They outshot them 20-17.
Pittsburgh
but it seemed like more
offensive team. Pittsburgh is that's how they win games with their offense. They're not great defensively, so they need to outscore these teams. The Flyers held them to just 17 shots over the 3 periods.
What an effort by everybody! The defense kept the Pittsburgh Penguins to the outside, right?
Yes, tight checking game.
Tight checking game. And how about Porter Martone? Well, was that goal that he has? That's a goal scorer's goal.
Spinorama into just a bar down snipe.
Hits the crossbar and goes in. Dink, doink.
And I think Porter Martone, and we go back to that clenching game in Carolina, he didn't have his best game there. Last night, I don't think he had his best game either, but he scores in big moments.
Guess what? He was a plus 2. He scored.
And he finished the goal with the cushion goal that they needed they ended up needing that goal to win the game.
Yeah.
So,
the way that game was going, you kind of felt like we needed one more just to give us, some sort of breathing room because it kind of felt like Pittsburgh was going to get one eventually.
Yeah.
And they set up a nice screen right in front of Vladar. I don't blame him at all. That first goal Malkin scored, I think, was kind of a weak goal.
I hate Malkin.
He wants that one back.
I hate Crosby. I wish I was on the ice against those guys. I really do. Because look, when he got a little tussle with Sanheim, I would have just dropped I would have lamped him.
He punched Sanheim, then slashes him right in the arms. I guess Sanheim was trying to think.
And then he skated away, acting like his arm was hurt.
He's a little wimp.
I guess Sanheim was trying to think, I don't want to cost my team in a vulnerable spot right now. Like we don't need to go man down right now. We're up 2 minutes later.
Right, he would take a stupid penalty. I get it.
But he somehow gets penalized for it.
Right.
I thought the Flyers played a very disciplined game, which surprised me because they haven't been a very disciplined team this season. They do take stupid penalties like a lot of the time, but all of like the scrums and like the checks after the play, most of that was coming from the Penguins.
All right, so we'll get into our Flyers talk throughout the first hour of the show, and we'll then at 10:30 we'll go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, brought to you by Blitz's Market of Ocean City, located at 21st and Asbury Avenue. The thing is this team, as bad as they are, they're 8-12 and it's April, and I know Taijuan Walker is. I was singing his praises last week. My brother calls me last night. You're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. Taijuan Walker. He can't give up 9 runs. He can't give up. He has to give his team a chance to win, and he hasn't been doing it lately. And he's going to get criticized. People are going to want to run him out of town now.
I mean, it also doesn't help. the bats are just abysmal. Not saying
Right.
the bats could have put up 9 runs in a
No,
game, but last night, 3 runs? You can't put up 3 runs?
No.
Come on now.
I mean, they're not hitting either. So we'll talk with Tommy Greene at the bottom of the first hour. Then at the top of the second hour, Mr. 76er. I'm all, by the way, you see what I'm wearing, guys, right? I got my Sixers gear on. I came in with a Flyers sweatshirt.
You got your playoff beard.
I got my playoff. I'm growing a playoff beard. I'm not shaving until the Flyers beat the Penguins. And then I'll restart it again because I don't really like beards. But I don't know. I can catch the fever.
I don't know. I think if the Flyers win, you got to
I'm not a beard guy. I might have to.
You might have to become a
I might have to grow a beard, right, Alex? What do you think, Aaron?
Yeah, I mean,
because what if you shave it and we lose?
Yeah.
Then we the curse
you
comes
guys are
back.
talking
all the
me
locker
into
room
it.
Toronto Maple Leafs curse comes back.
All the locker room fans are gonna be pissed.
All right, so I didn't shave. I haven't shaved in 2 days. We'll ride it out. All right, we'll ride it out. Playoff beard. Here we go. And then of course we'll talk 76ers. They play the Celtics today. You guys at 1 o'clock right here on 97.3 ESPN. Listen, they can still game you. Did you? Let me ask you this question, Alex, and make it quick because we're going to go to break. But prior to last night's Flyers game, did you feel that they were going to win Game 1?
Not so much Game 1, but I thought they were going to win the series.
Okay, so I picked them to win the series, but did you think they're going to win Game 1? Really, I didn't. I thought if they're going to win a game, they're going to win Game 2.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So what makes it like the Sixers can't sneak a win up in Boston?
Yeah, if the Celtics come out slow, they could sneak a win there.
I mean, the Celtics G League team just beat who did they beat? Orlando. so that actually got us the home the home playing game because of that. But the G League team beat them.
All right. And then at the bottom of the second hour, we're going to go back to Flyers hockey and talk with Kevin Durso, who covers the Flyers for 97.3 ESPN Radio. We all set?
Oh yeah.
And we got clips. We're gonna play some clips from some sound from last night. We got to talk it when he talked to the team. By the way, on the other side, I'll address that because I don't think Tocchet has that locker room speech like Berube does. You know what I mean?
He doesn't need to though.
He doesn't need to. All right. Let's go. You ready, Aaron?
I'm ready.
All right. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing, from the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call at 609-399-1227. Now, I want to tell you about McCann Appraisers. For all your real estate appraisal needs, call John A. McCann & Associates, 609-263-7422, whether for commercial or residential properties, for estate, tax, financial planning, divorce financing, and more. The professionals at John A. McCann & Associates are licensed and ready to assist you. Give them a call, 609-263-7422. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room. I'm Billy Schwein. That's Alex Berardis. Erin Ewing, the interns in here right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Sixers playoff basketball later today on 97.3 ESPN. The Sixers face the Boston Celtics. Listen as Tom McGinnis calls all the Sixers playoff action.
Here's another shot by George, and that's good. Oh, man. And the Sixers bench is hopping with joy.
It's Sixers Celtics Game 1 later today. Coverage begins at 1 p.m. on South Jersey's home for Sixers playoff basketball.
Oh, yeah.
97.3 ESPN.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hey, it's Dave Klemick, former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver and founder of Klemick Performance Method. And you know me, I'm caffeinated, activated, and ready to go. Whether it's talking sports in the locker room, coaching athletes, or crushing a workout, I'm fueling up with Kilowatt Coffee, a mobile coffee experience delivering top-of-the-line, hot or cold coffees, lattes, and natural juices. Catch Kilowatt Coffee at 373 South Whitehorse Pike in Hamilton, right there in the Gino Pinto Plaza. Or give them a follow at Kilowatt Coffee on X, TikTok, and Instagram. Want to bring the energy to you? Book them for a private business event at 856-229-1780. That's Kilowatt Coffee.
Billy Schweim here. Pro Image Sports is back on the Ocean City Boardwalk and is now open for the 2026 season. Located between 8th and 9th Street, they carry a huge selection of men's, women's, and kids' jerseys, clothing, headwear, novelties from brands like Nike, New Era, Mitchell & Ness, and 47 brand. If you're looking for Phillies, Eagles, Flyers, or Sixers gear, or your favorite pro team, Pro Image Sports has it all. For more information, stop by today or follow them online at fantreasures.com or on Instagram at ProImageOC. Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical, they're number one.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Is your trade-in stopping you from shopping? It's time to drop in some Maflag Nissan.
We need your trade-in today, and we're willing to overpay. At Maflag Nissan and at Maflag Affinity.
AJ the trade-in man will pay you up to $4,000 over a Kelly Blue Book fair trade value for any trade-in in any condition, even if it's not paid off.
Come see us today at Maflag Nissan and at Maflag Affinity.
And the Buckhorse Pike in Egg Harbor Township. It's time to drop in some Maflag Nissan.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we are back in the locker room. Sunday, the 19th of April. A little cloudy outside, but it's bright and sunny in this locker room because we're pumped up. Big win by the Flyers last night. 3-2 against the stinking Penguins, and we'll get into that Sidney Crosby and Malkin. I can't stand those two little wimps. But let's listen to the first goal from last night. Drysdale.
Flies in the middle of the chain. Zegras holds. Takes it around behind the net. Takes a look. Got it out to Drysdale for the shot. He scores! Jamie Drysdale fires, and the Flyers get the first goal almost halfway through game one.
You know, that goal right there, like they drove first blood, right? They drew first blood, and I think that gave them such a lift emotionally, mentally, everything, confidence. It was very important they got that first goal, especially after the first period and a half when it was like nip and tuck. You know, it was a close checking game. There was a lot of hitting. Flyers outshot them. If the Penguins would have scored, it would have deflated the team, I think. That first goal was big.
I also want to give a shout out to this guy in the comments of the Instagram post, Nick. I hung out with Jamie's dad before the game. I hope it helps. He might have gave Jamie some little juice there.
Oh, there you go.
But I remember watching the game last night and thinking to myself, whether the first 5 minutes, because the first 5 minutes, that place is going to be rocking.
Yeah.
I've been there before
for
a Flyers-Penguins game. It's a loud arena, especially playoff. Whether that first 5 minutes, if you get through that and you don't let up anything, it's going to be smooth sailing from there.
They looked like they weren't, the moment wasn't too big for them. You know what I mean? They looked like they didn't look like they were pressing or gripping the stick extra hard. They played loose.
How many breakaways did we have last night?
We had
we must have
Zegras had one.
Barkey
had one. By the way, that first goal by Drysdale, Tippett and Barkey were in front of the net. And guess what? A goalie can't stop what he can't see. And that puck that Drysdale shot was a beautiful pass by Zegras. Had his head up, comes out from behind the net, sees the ice, gets it on Drysdale's tape, right on the tape. He shoots short side, Alex. through a maze of people, and it's a goal, and it's because of those two guys in front of the net.
And earlier in the game, we had Christian Dvorak taking out the goalie. Goal got waved off. Probably was a goaltender interference, but he was taking out Skinner. I thought he might be out for the game. I was going to say, hey, I don't know. But, yeah, it was a perfectly placed shot. The Sanheim goal, he's walking guys at the blue line. He's making moves, dipsy-doos. He scores. Martone's spinorama, bar down. I'm fired up.
You're all right. Now he's catching fever a little bit. All right.
Lights come on.
He
I'm
had
here.
a slow start. He just had to weather the storm.
Okay, he's like the
Flyers.
Flyers. I see it. So I got my Flyers playoff beard. I'm all set, ready to go.
Sixers shirt. That's just for Nicky Earnshaw, isn't it? That
I wore the Sixers.
Do you have any other Sixers?
Well, you know what? So when I woke up this morning, here's what I said to myself. Well, should I wear the same shirt as I wore yesterday and just keep it going? Because it's, I took it off. It's clean. Or should I get Sixered up? I wore the Flyers sweatshirt because it's a little chilly out, and I wore the Sixers shirt in here for Nicky Earnshaw. Because guess what? The Sixers do play at 1 o'clock today, and guess what? They're playing the hated, dreaded Celtics. I would love nothing more.
These are your enemies, right?
I hate the Celtics, and I hate the Penguins too.
Yeah.
I hate Crosby and Malkin more than I hate the Celtics. How about that?
I think for
Those
me,
guys are little wimps.
Malkin
man.
is my most hated NHL player ever.
Yeah.
This guy, I remember years ago when he took Michael Raffle, a 2x4 to the back of his helmet.
He did it again this year.
To the back of Michael Raffle's helmet. I hate.
You can't use a stick as a weapon.
He's always doing stuff after the play, and it's just so frustrating because in the playoffs, the refs,
they swallow their whistle.
Yeah, they say, "Oh, let them play," and it's like, well, the play already ended. But
Ristolainen got called for that. He said he couldn't hear the whistle, but
Yeah.
he got called for the interference call. So look, if you're not going to hear the whistle and you're doing it, I like it. Lay the body.
Can you imagine what the crowd's going to be like at the Xfinity Mobile Arena on Tuesday? Is it Tuesday? They play Tuesday. Wednesday and then Saturday. I think it is.
On the 22nd is the home game.
Yeah, Wednesday, Saturday.
Wednesday, Saturday. Can you imagine they come back? If they come back 2-0, are you kidding me?
Especially last night, they were Flyers sucks. I think we're going to take that lightly. No, we're going to make it hell for these Penguins.
Remember when, I don't know if you guys remember this, but I think it was, last time when Claude Giroux laid out Crosby in the playoff
shift.
In the first shift, laid him out. We need to do that when we come back to this Xfinity Mobile Arena. Someone's got to lay him out.
I think that there was a conversation on the ESPN, because there was the NBC and the ESPN broadcast.
Yeah.
I watched the ESPN broadcast.
I did too.
Night. There was a conversation where they kind of said the rivalries kind of died a little bit. The Capitals kind of filled in for the Penguins, mainly because we've been irrelevant. We've been
we
irrelevant.
haven't played them since 2018.
I think last night, especially the first period.
After what Crosby did?
Yeah.
After when Sanheim and Crosby got into it?
Yeah.
Oh, right back to where we were.
I think at the beginning of the game, it was almost like we're booing and we're like, hitting each other just because that's what we've always done before. But at the end of the game, it feels like they are fully back in
and
this
that
rivalry.
hatred, Aaron, and Alex, that hatred's going to only build. It's going to build and build and build.
Yeah, even the younger guys are getting in.
Yeah. Look, I interviewed Zegras and Tyson Forster the other day. You could just sense the relief that they made the playoffs, and they're not satisfied. They're not satisfied. They want more.
Well, guys like Ristolainen, it was his first postseason
Yes.
game. Dan Vladar was his first. Zegras, his first. All the young guys on the team, their first. They were chomping at the bit to get into the dance, and now they're dancing all hooting and hollering.
And how about when I interviewed? Remember the interview with Garnet Hathaway?
Right.
You know what he said? When I said, "Well, how about that crowd?" He goes, "Hey, when I was looking for a place to play, I wanted to come to Philly because I heard about the fans."
I mean, that fourth line, like Coots has really found himself. Hathaway, he's a playoff player. Hathaway.
By the way, you know what I heard about Hathaway? How smart and intelligent he is on the ice. The average layman hockey fan that doesn't really know the X and O's of hockey, like they don't realize it. He does other things that you might not see him on a scoring sheet, but he does other things. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
to have that on the fourth line too is huge.
I think I like that Tocchet does is he starts the periods with that fourth line.
Yeah,
get the juices going, lay some bodies out. Yeah,
Glenn Denning, he's a stud.
He's an NHL vet.
Yeah,
he knows what it takes to play, especially in these pressure
he's
games.
Played probably. I don't know who has played the most playoff games, but he's probably up there.
By the way, we played Kate Smith. What's her record as up until two? They played her until.
So I have it from since April of 2019.
So that's the last time that they stopped recording.
I believe so. And the record was 101, 31, and 5.
How do you go away from that?
Yeah, and you know what? I had Dan Hilferty on the show. Were you working with me?
On board then.
I had Hilferty on my show, and I asked him. Flyers haven't won a playoff series since they took the statue away, Kate Smith statue away. They got to bring it back.
Yeah,
put it somewhere near the Xfinity Mobile.
That's like changing. I figured out the Phillies blues right now. They changed out Harry the K's just like how the Flyers took out.
Well, that's
Kate
what Nick
Smith.
Earnshaw was saying. There might be something to that now. He said it's the curse of the Bambino.
Yeah, we got a text coming in. They didn't put their name, but 11 out of the 20 games, the Phillies have scored 3 runs or less.
Yeah.
With the amount of money that's getting put into this lineup, that's just unforgivable.
Well, at least, thank God we're not the Met. By the way, where's Mr. Met? They've lost 10 games in a row. Now, you said to me I can't get on them because we stink too, but at least we're ahead of the Mets.
True.
And where's Mr. Met? They lose 10 games in a row. I don't hear any chirping from him.
We got another.
But rest assured, if they won 10 games, he'd be all over me.
We got another text in here from Jeff from Port Norris. Hey, Billy, I wanted to give a big thanks to you and your show. I always watched a little hockey, but now after learning so much about hockey from your show, I'm hooked.
Yeah, man, why not? Give me some of that. Give me some of that, Alex. I love it, man. There is nothing like playoff hockey. Flyers play. You know what yeah, there we go. Come on. Listen, you know what I used to love when the Flyers, back in the late 80s, even in the 90s a little bit when Lindros, even though they lost to Detroit, there's nothing better than coming home at 7 o'clock, nice spring shower. You got Phillies baseball. If they're relevant, it's fun. And then you got Flyers hockey in the playoffs, and it's like daylight savings time. It's so cool.
Well, it was great yesterday. I want to give a shout out to my girlfriend's sister. Gender reveal yesterday. They're having a girl. Shout out to Curans.
All right.
But it was perfect because I had the gender reveal party yesterday.
What's it going to be?
A girl.
Okay, girl.
Got home as puck drop was happening. Oh, it was beautiful.
Hey, I want to give out, since we're giving out shout outs, my sister's down in Georgia, Columbus, Georgia, Phoenix City, Alabama. And she's watching the show on YouTube, or no, Facebook. She's watching Facebook. She's a big Phillies fan. They have MLB. They watch every game down there. They hate the Braves.
Sorry, they're giving you a bad product down there. Sorry.
All right. My sister said, "What's wrong with the Phillies?" I don't know what's wrong with the Phillies. They can't hit. They can't field. They're not playing fundamentally sound baseball. We're gonna have Tommy Greene on in a few minutes. You know what he's gonna say to me? Billy, it's April. Chill out. And we're frustrated as fans. We want to get excited. Look how excited we are for playoff hockey. We just want to give us an effort. All the money we're invested on in the payroll.
It's the same team for the past 5 years. That's the problem.
How can we expect anything different? And I heard that 11% of the season is already over. So yeah, I mean it's early, but we're wasting away here.
Yeah, but you're gonna hear Tommy Greene. He's gonna tell you, Ern. He yells at me every year.
Nah, I don't know if I agree.
Doesn't
with
he,
that.
Alex?
Yeah.
This roster is too talented to be putting in these performances.
And also, there was all this talk, the bullpen, this improved bullpen. They're letting up a whole lot of runs. I mean, I know Walker has a lot to do with that, but it's not like, except for Durantula, who's now out for.
God, the Durantula's on the DL.
Thank God the Flyers are in.
They are. The Phillies are so. They got the Sixers and the Flyers are in the playoffs.
A lot of the spotlights. They're lucky because we got the NFL draft on Thursday too, so we're gonna get some.
They're irrelevant. Nobody cares.
We're in April. We're not even out of April, and the Phillies are at the bottom of the totem pole. In Philly sports right now.
In Philly sports, absolutely.
That's unreal.
I mean, look, Harper's turned it around. He took a collar last night, but he's still batting .270.
He kind of turned it around
a little bit. Schwarber's batting .211. I mean, if Schwarber hits .236 to .246, but he knocks in, he hits 40 homers, I'll be happy with that.
Everybody, Alec Boehm, he is dreadful right now.
And my brother goes, he calls me up, this Reyes guy's unbelievable. He hit a home run. In his first at bat, so that's great and everything. But baseball's a long season.
It's a contract year for him too.
Yeah.
I mean, Stott's not hitting great. Garcia's hitting okay.
Boom's batting 145.
Yeah, it's just dreadful any way you look at it.
All right. On the other side, we will go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, brought to you by Blitz's Market. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office at 609-399-1227.
Next up, La Scala's Fire Ocean Casino. When you're inside the Ocean Casino, you're already winning, especially at La Scala's Fire. It's your home away from home for handcrafted Italian classics, fresh seafood just like your grandma used to make, and their signature cocktails all steps away from the action. Dinner before the show, late night bites after a big win, La Scala's Fire delivers every time. That's La Scala's Fire, OceanCasino.com. Let's eat and get on down to the Brigantine La Scala's Beach House, which is open for the season.
All right, when we return, we'll go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Alex Berardis, and Erin Ewing right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Flyers Penguin Game 2 on 97.3 ESPN. The Flyers take on the Pittsburgh Penguins tomorrow night. Listen as Tim Saunders and Todd Fedoruk call all the Flyers playoff action.
They score!
It's Flyers Pens Game 2. Tomorrow night, coverage begins at 7 p.m. on South Jersey's home for Flyers playoff hockey. 97.3 ESPN. And listen live on the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Hi, this is Billy Schwein. If you're injured or if life takes an unexpected turn, you need a team that'll fight for you. At McMonagle, Perry, McHugh, Meshack, and Davis, you'll get battle-tested trial lawyers with decades of experience standing up for justice. Whether it's personal injury, criminal defense, or complex civil litigation, when everything is on the line, you want attorneys with experience and a reputation as one of the most successful firms in the United States. Call McMonagle, Perry, McHugh, Meshack, and Davis, 215-981-0999, or online at mpmpc.com.
Hi, this is former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver David Klemick. Are you looking for the ultimate spot to go catch the big game? Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township is your home for great food, cold drinks, and non-stop sports action. Whether it's an NFL, MLB, NBA, or NHL game, they've got all the action on their big screen TVs, plus one in every booth. Sink your teeth into their famous wings, juicy burgers, thin crust pizza, and signature stromboli. Thirsty? They've got ice cold beers on tap and handcrafted cocktails that keep you refreshed. So bring your crew, grab a seat, and feel the energy at Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township. It's where sports fans go to win. Tell them Dave Klemick sent you.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Caesars Sportsbook is the only sportsbook app with Caesars Rewards. Bet every game like a Caesar and earn perks on every bet. Hotel stays, bonus bets, game tickets, all in one app. Download the app with promo code RADIODYW and place your first bet of $1 or more for a chance to double your winnings on your next 10 bet. Open to new users in New Jersey who are 21 or older. Max bet of $25 for boosted winnings. Max additional winnings $2,500 per bet. Profit boost tokens expire 14 days after receipt. See Caesars.com/promos for full terms. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back in the Stu studio. Billy Schwein, my producer, co-host, Alex Berardis, and my intern, Erin Ewing. And, of course, we're in a good mood because the Flyers won. They beat the stinking Penguins and the Crosby Malkins of the world. They can go, you know what. But now we got to talk a little Phillies baseball. And our Phils are not doing well right now. But I know what my first guest today, we love him. And he's going to say, Schweiner, keep it even keel. Don't get too low when things are going bad. Don't get too high when things are going great. So let's go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, sponsored by Blitz's Market of Ocean City, located at 21st and Asbury Avenue. Try their famous breakfast sandwiches, hoagies, gourmet burgers, and vegetarian options. Online ordering is available at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Start your day off with Blitz's freshly squeezed orange juice. Mention the locker room, get $1 off their 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. Let's go to the Barb's Harley-Davidson Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room our good guy, Tommy Greene. Good morning, Tina Greene.
Good morning, Billy. Hey, you sound great.
Well, listen, I took a page out of your book. Listen, if it wasn't for you, you know I'd be on a ledge right now, right?
Oh, yeah. It is understandably so. Yeah, I get that.
All right, Tommy, last time we had you on the air, I talked to you. I was singing Taijuan Walker's praises because he eats innings. He's a great teammate, but you can't give up. You can't have an ERA of 9.16. I mean, you know, I know he's a great guy and everything. I love, but you know, you can't. Yeah. We can't expose him. He's got to give us an opportunity to win, like you keep saying. As long as a pitcher gives you an opportunity to win, he's not doing that.
Yeah, we can't. I mean, you're going to give up runs. You just don't want him to give up that many runs. If he gives up 4 or 5 runs, you got a chance to do it. With this type of offense, we got the capability of being, which we're not showing right now. But you know, that's what you're asking for him. You know, from him to keep you close enough that, you know, that we got a chance to do something. Right now, it's just, you know, it's like a role reversal thing. You know, when you talk to pitching and hitting, you know, we got over a 5 ERA pitching and, you know, we're averaging, you know, 3.5 runs a game. So it needs to be reversed.
Right.
You know, that type thing. Yeah. So, and that's what it's been the past few years, you know, and when you're going bad, that sort of happens. You know, you go through those stretches where you don't play well. Right now, I'm hoping that, you know, this is get it out early in the season, you know, and find out what makes you tick a little bit, what's going on, and you correct it, and you get going on a good run. And, you know, and the key to it's not getting too far behind, you know,
right.
so to speak.
I mean, if you think about it in the grand scheme of things, what are they? They're 8-12. I mean, we could be in worse shape. We could be the Mets and losers of 10 games in a row. And the new big the free agent Bochette, he's batting .227 or whatever. I mean, it could be worse, but I don't care about them. I care about us. And you're a grizzled veteran. What do you see? So are you just chalking it up to it's early and they're just, you know, it's early and they're making bad news bear mistakes right now?
Well, I mean, they are making mistakes that, you know, they can't afford to keep doing that. It's no time to panic or anything like that, but a little sense of urgency, a little, you know, which, you know, who I like to hear talk is Schwarber a little bit. And I think they need to go take a page out of his book a little bit, you know, because he's got, and I think they need to go back to the roots a little bit. You know, remember how the game's supposed to be played a little bit too, and doing the little things and try to play consistent baseball. That's what it is. You know, putting the ball in play and trying to do some positive things.
Hey, Tommy, let me ask you this question. I always go back to this because it just resonates with me. You guys had Macho Rowe in '93. Jim Fregosi hardly had to talk. Like when you say Schwarber's you want to hear him talk to you. Does that mean you want to hear him talk to the players, inspire them with his leadership somehow? I mean, like you guys had Macho Rowe.
When he does speak, because everybody goes after him and Harper to try to give them sound bites and stuff like that. And Schwarber's pretty honest about it. You know, I mean, about what's going on and the way you hear him talk about it. And that's what you need to hear. Uh-huh. You know, you also they're, I mean, you're going to hear from him the positive side of things. They're going about their work, and they're, you know, and that's one thing I do know, you know, as being a baseball player, they're working, you know, they're trying to get doing their work each day to try to make themselves more consistent at doing things. And sometimes you go through stretches like Schwarber, he might not be seeing the ball that good right now, and if he's not seeing it or picking it up, it's tough to hit, sometimes, and then sometimes the ball looks like a beach ball. Sometimes the ball looks like a aspirin coming in there. I'd rather hit a beach ball than an aspirin, so. But I mean, the games goes in ebbs and flows a little bit, and you feed on it. But they got to get on sort of the same page. Pitchers picking up hitters picking up the pitchers. Because you're not going to go great all the time. But if you can find some way to find some common ground and not be so drastic, that's what they're looking for, to be consistent. And right now they're struggling to find that.
Tommy, looking at tonight's game, we have Andrew Painter on the bump. Last time out, he had it coming off the bullpen, had the migraine issues, was throwing up before the game. What does that say about a young kid in his third start it was? He's dealing with all these issues, and he's still looking to go out there just to make an impact any way he can.
Well, that's what you want to see from any player anyway. If you're able to physically toe the rubber, you go do that. Unless you're you got a bad elbow and shoulder where you do irreparable damage by doing that. But if it's too bad, there's all times we go out there and pitch with discomfort or something like that. But when you can't see, with a migraine and stuff like that, it's making you physically ill. That's a tough thing to overcome. So it shows you what he's got a little bit on the internal makeup, a little bit about him, that he wants to compete, and it was his turn in the rotation. And he didn't want to miss it, because he feels like he can make a difference in that day in the team to give us a chance to win, and that's what we're looking for. Right now is about today. Today, when I used to go about it, today's win day. That whatever way, or however way it needs to be done. That don't mean you shut them out, but that we find a way to win the ball game. You keep them close, give our chance with one swing of the bat makes a difference. And that's what it's about.
Tommy, you were part of that great '93 Phillies team that made it all the way to the World Series. Did that team ever face similar issues that this team's facing now?
Oh yeah, man. You go through times when you're not pitching well. I look back, and we've talked about this in general. I know our everyday players that played every day, our hitters and stuff, they had a knack, man, about scrapping out runs. The feeling I got from Dan, and you hear a comment every now and then, hey, we're not getting shut out. We're going to find a way to scrap a run across there because there's some pride involved in not getting shut out. And then you run into some good pitching and it can dominate you on a day, but they had a knack about pushing runs across, drawing a walk, stealing a base, getting runners over, and scoring a run without getting a base hit. It was unbelievable the way they went about things, and that makes a difference in the course of a season, a game, because you win games by doing that. And they had a knack about that. And then we also, on the pitching staff-wise, it seems like if we had some guys struggling, I know one in particular time, me and Schilling were struggling at the same time, but the other three guys seemed to be rolling pretty good.
Danny Jackson.
Yeah, Danny and Terry Mulholland and Ben Rivera, they tend to be going pretty good.
That was a great staff.
Most of the season, we went but about a 3-week period or so, maybe a month. Me and Shield, 3 weeks or so that we didn't throw the ball. We go through a period where you just don't feel good, and you're not executing like you should, but that was just who our team was. We tended to pick each other up, and it's not there. They're not trying to today, today's Phillies or anything like that. But that was the knack we had that year, to finding a way to do things. There's times I give up runs and I left a game. I didn't lose a game at home all year.
Is that right? 93?
Until the post.
You guys Tommy, you guys got off to you guys got off to a hot start. I remember the 93 team, the 92 team, you guys were dead last place. Nobody gave you guys a shot at winning. All of a sudden you come out of the gate, you go to Houston. Yeah, you guys were on fire.
Yeah. But we come out in 93. We pitched well from the start and we did a lot of little things from the start. We jumped out. I know me and Shield, I was 8-0 in my first 10 starts or something like that. It was what Shield was 8-1 or something like that. So so you get good pitching, and good hitting. Timely hitting and stuff, and doing the right things, and our guys. We talk. I just talk about just the way that team was. They knew how to do the little things. We had that leader in the clubhouse that. If things started going the other way, he wasn't letting it wasn't going to go but so far before it got corrected. You know what I mean?
You'd have to deal with Darren Dalton or Dave Hollins.
But it was great. I wish today's guys could be around that type of crew a little bit, just to see the way it is. Don't forget where the game come from, how it used to be played. Yeah, games change. I get it. But don't forget about that. That hey, there's one way to skin a cat. You don't have to hit home runs. You don't have to hit home runs to win a ball game. Yeah, it's great if you do. But you got to make contact.
We're
to hit home runs. And right now they're not walking a lot.
And they're striking. They're not it's either it seems like it's either feast or famine with these guys, Tommy.
Yeah. So it's they got to find some ways to do things. It's just, and the people who end up paying the price for it are the coaches. Ultimately, if they start struggling, and it's the same coaches that were there when the team was doing well. Before they said their approach changed different. It's just that's the way baseball is. The baseball gods have got a strange way of keeping you humble and honest, dude. So, and you just sometimes got to walk by the mirror and say, "Hey, let's get to work, dude." Hey, let's keep working, keep grinding. Hey, get to the little things. Hey, take a deep breath and let our ability come through. And sometimes that's what it takes.
We got former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene on the Barb's Harley-Davidson Sports Hotline. Tommy, Alex alluded to it. Painter's on the hill today. He's got to stop the bleeding. We got to get a nice maybe 6 2/3 out of him. Maybe no more than 1 or 2 runs. And man, let's see the offense. Like Schwarber's got 6 home runs, but he's only got 12 RBIs.
Well, we got to find a way to scrap some runs on that. All that tells you about that is we're not having nobody on base in front of him.
Right. Trey Turner and Harper's behind them. He's batting in the second hole.
Or the bottom of the lineup. Right now everybody's starting to trail that we have nobody hitting around 300 right now. Everybody's trailing the other way. Right now, it seems the only one that's been hot a little bit is Harper. Really, he's been. The guys they're hanging around the 270, 280 mark.
Well, Brandon Marsh, he's batting really 281. And actually Romuto, he took a collar. He went 0 for 2 yesterday, but he's batting 280.
It's timely hits, but it might be. The way I look at things like that, the numbers look good, but in the scheme of things, are the hits coming with 2 outs and nobody on, they're getting a hit, and then they're getting another out, and they're out of the inning.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That type of thing. I haven't been watching it close to do like that, but just the trending things. It's just I don't know if we talked about it last time. There was one game in particular that really got my goat a little bit, and they ended up losing like 5-4.
Yeah,
and they had a incident, had nobody out, a man on first and third, and could not get the run in.
Got to find a way.
Get the run in from third base, and that just chawed me, because that's the difference. That's the difference. They end up losing the ball game. That's the difference between playing the extra inning and then possibly winning.
Yeah,
and things going better. And it changes the dynamic because it can get contagious a little bit. You get that good feeling of what it's like to win, and it's a good feeling,
Well, tonight we got the Braves at 7.
Just the little things mean a lot, man, and they got to start. They got to kind of really take value in the little part of the game right now.
Well, we got the Braves tonight at 7:15. They're on national television. Painter's on the hill for the Phillies. The Phillies are 8-12. The Braves are 14-7. So hopefully we can salvage a win. Tommy Greene, as always, we appreciate you and we love your insight to professional Major League Baseball and the Philadelphia Phillies. And have yourself a great rest of your weekend. And we'll talk to you next Sunday.
You too, pal.
All right, there he is, Tommy Greene on the Barb's Harley-Davidson Sports Hotline, sponsored by Blitz's Market of Ocean City, located at 21st and Asbury Avenue. Try their famous breakfast sandwiches, hoagies, gourmet burgers, and vegetarian options. Online ordering is available at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Start your day off with Blitz's freshly squeezed orange juice. Mention the locker room. We get $1 off their 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. I went down there yesterday, got myself a roast beef hoagie, saw Mama, Blitz, Kevin, Mackenzie, Maggie, all there. So Blitz's is starting to heat up. All right, the first hour of the locker was powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office at 609-399-1227.
Now, I want to tell you about the Jersey Man, Philly Man magazine. Just about everyone in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia Eagle Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract 200-plus top business people. If you've been interested in attending one of these events and see it as a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or call 856-912-4007.
All right, when we return, we'll wrap up hour number one. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Alex Berardis, and Erin Ewing right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN Radio. It's an NL East showdown between heated rivals.
It's gone. Ronald Acuna Jr. with a bomb.
Ronald Acuna Jr. and the division-leading Braves head to Philadelphia to face Kyle Schwarber and the Phillies.
It's out of here. 2 home runs tonight for Kyle Schwarber.
The Braves at the Phillies on Sunday Night Baseball. Coverage begins at 6:30 Eastern.
It's Phillies Braves on 97.3 ESPN, your radio home of Sunday Night Baseball.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're #1.
Hi there, this is the Negadelphian from the locker room, and I might be negative about our Philly sports teams, but one thing I'm positive about is Elisa's shoes. Are you looking for the perfect pair of shoes? Then step into Elisa's shoe store on Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey, where style meets comfort. From trendy sandals or everyday sneakers or an elegant heels for a night out, they've got it all. Their friendly team is there to help you find the perfect fit, no matter what the occasion. That's Elisa's Shoes at Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey. Go to elisashoes.com or call 609-391-8859. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you.
Dad, I still can't believe how nice our new bathroom looks.
That's right, AG. We were so embarrassed by the sight of our old rundown bathroom, we thought a new bathroom was impossible until Connor Slocum from Install America approached us.
Now with the new bathroom, it feels like a new home.
They also install windows, doors, siding, and more. The crew was professional, fast, and did it right the first time. Family owned for over 70 years. Call Install America for a free estimate and financing options at 1-866-670-5213.
Thanks, Install America!
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
It's a $29 knockout deal.
Every vehicle, $29 down. At RK Kia of Vineland, all you need is $29. Even if your credit is so bad, your Nana won't loan you money. Plus, make no payments for 90 days. Save thousands with even pricing on new Kia Sportage, Sorrentos, K5s, the entire Kia lineup, even the all-new 2027 Telluride, plus acres of Kia certified pre-owned, and get 0% financing at RK Kia. Plus, you get RK coverage, no charge, ding repair, tire repair, wheel repair, windshield repair, and more. Save thousands and make no payments for 90 days. It's a $29 knockout deal. Every vehicle, $29 down for limited time only at RK Kia of Vineland. RK does it right. MyRKKia.com. MyRKKia.com. To qualified buyers plus tax and title. For details, call 856-641-1111 or MyRKKia.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Yeah, little police. Billy Schwein, Alex Berardis, Erin Ewing here in the locker room on a Sunday that's just bright. It's bright in here and a little cloudy outside, maybe a little inclement weather, but we're all pumped up. Flyers got a big win last night. They beat the stinking Penguins with that Malkin and Crosby. By the way, I wanted to use a bunch of words to describe him, but I can't. FCC would fine us. But that's what I think of Sidney Crosby. Now, I know Taka is friendly with him. He obviously coached him and everything. But I know, the way I know Rick, the fact that he won that game, he's got that over him. You know what I mean?
I just don't know how there can be any saving grace for a guy like Sidney Crosby. Once you put that orange and black on, there's just hatred towards him.
Now, Erin said something that we're gonna talk about, I guess, a little bit. You said he's on your Mount Sidney Crosby's on your Mount Rushmore?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I mean,
just because of that, what he did to Sanheim, he can't stand him.
Look, I don't like him either, but you gotta show respect to the guy.
Yeah, but so would you put would you put Crosby ahead of Ovechkin?
Yeah, absolutely.
No doubt.
No doubt.
He's
He's all-time leading goal scorer.
So what? Mount Rushmore.
And I can't stand Ovechkin either. I can't stand him. But come on.
So Rushmore's 4, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
I'd go Wayne,
Gordie Howe,
Bobby Orr, and I'll put Sid there at 4.
No way.
I agree with that.
No way.
Except Bobby Orr is not. I know you.
Bobby Orr was phenomenal.
I know you got to put defenseman up there, but I think Bobby Orr played too few games and in an easier era. I would go Lindstrom for defenseman.
An easier era. It wasn't
that's
easier.
an
No way.
unpopular
No
opinion.
way. Bobby Orr was Machiavelli. He did things that nobody ever saw before.
He's got the diving statue.
Yeah, man.
People say Bobby Orr for tradition. I'd go Lindstrom any day.
As much as it pains me to say, I would put Ovechkin up in there only for the same simple reason he's the all-time leading goal scorer in the NHL.
Goal scoring wise,
he's got a cup. He's got a cup under his belt.
Sid's got 3.
You know what? Let's make it a text board question. Want to do that?
I think you're going to be
Do we want to do that?
Do we want to do that?
I don't know. It's good. Let's just see where the people stand.
All right.
609-403-0973. Give us your Mount Rushmore. 4 of the top NHL players of all time. Your Mount Rushmore.
I want to say Dan in EHC was kind of elaborating what we said. We need the Flyers because the Phillies and Sixers are pathetic. Sixers are in the playoffs, so I won't say they're pathetic. But
No, but that the Sixers and Flyers in the playoffs is a distraction for the Phillies because nobody's paying attention to the Phillies right now.
Exactly.
If they would, they'd be on the ledge. All right, on the other side, we're going to get Sixered up. We're going to play Clap Your Hands, everybody, for Nicky Earnshaw. And then at the bottom of the hour, we'll go back to Flyers hockey and talk to Kevin Durso. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Alex Berardis, and Erin Ewing right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Sixers playoff basketball later today on 97.3 ESPN. The Sixers face the Boston Celtics. Listen as Tom McGinnis calls all the Sixers playoff action.
Here's another shot by George, and that's good. Oh, man. And the Sixers bench is hopping with joy.
It's Sixers Celtics Game 1 later today. Coverage begins at 1 p.m. on South Jersey's home for Sixers playoff basketball.
Oh, yeah.
97.3 ESPN.
Is your trading stopping you from shopping? It's time to drop in some Matt Black Nissan. Maplet Nissan and at Maplet Affinity. AJ the Trade-In Man will pay you up to $4,000 over a Kelly Blue Book fair trade value for any trade-in in any condition, even if it's not paid off. Come see us today at Maplet Nissan and at Maplet Infinity on the Buck Horse Pike in Egg Harbor Township. It's time to drop into Maplet Nissan. Hey!
Wendy's new Biggie Deals lets you choose whatever you're in the mood for. It's like a music mixing board of deals, and you're the producer. Go with some chill folk music with a JBC in the $4 Biggie Bite snack. Try the drum and bass of deals with a double stack in the $6 Biggie Bag. Or go full-on sandwich symphony with an $8 Biggie Bundle, the grand finale of snacking. And the best part? They all come with napkins. $4, $6, and $8 Biggie Deals how you want them at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
Hey, Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit.
Okay, Rockstar. Let's look at your account.
When kids start making money, Chase has easy-to-use tools and expert bankers to help them learn how to manage it.
And next month, I'll buy the bass drum and the cymbals. Oh, and maybe some noise-canceling headphones for you.
Aw, you've thought of everything.
Help kids save, budget, and build financial independence, all with Chase. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started.
Account subject to approval. J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Progressive knows life takes you in many directions.
Bear right at exit 32, then begin to wonder why you never bought a fish tank. In 1.3 miles, you'll realize you've been mispronouncing epitome your whole life. At the roundabout, you will remember you said something at dinner you wish you hadn't and will think about it for decades. You have arrived at your destination, but it turns out there really is no destination and life just keeps going.
Wherever life takes you, protect your home and auto with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
For good times in the Pines, make the trip to the Piccalilli Inn's Pick Patio. Watch the game and order up their world-famous wings, an ice-cold beer, or freshly made cocktail on a sunny afternoon. Or by the fire under starry skies. Skip the lane chains, get off the beaten path, and take the trip to the Pick. Follow them on Facebook for live music and specials, or order carryout at piccalilli.com.
Home of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill, 97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City.
To the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back in the locker room with Billy Schwein, Alex Berardis, Erin Ewing, and let's go right back to the Barb's Harley-Davidson Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room my Saturday co-host and producer, and he's a big Sixers guy, Nicky Earnshaw. What's up, Nick?
What's up, Schweiner? I mean, a beautiful Sunday morning. Guys, get it done. And guess what? We got Sixers basketball in 2 hours. I can't wait.
And you'd be so proud of me right now, Nicky Earnshaw, because I got a Sixers shirt on with a collar. It's blue. I'm all Sixered up.
Oh, that's how you do. That's how you do.
And this is for you, Nicky.
Play it. You know what? We're going into Boston. We're 12.5-point dogs. It's all right. We'll be just fine. Tyrese Maxey, you need to show out. PG Edgecombe, you need to show out. PG, you need to show out. Oh, I hope
everybody for Philadelphia 76ers. Nick, is it possible for them to pull up and upset and steal game one like the Flyers did?
You know, I hope the Sixers were watching a little puck last night because they could take a lot away from the way those guys played. Like I told you yesterday, when you, Aaron, and I were talking about it, if Tyrese Maxey shows out like James Harden did a couple of years ago and just has a monster game in Boston, he needs to steal one. Tyrese Maxey himself needs to carry this team to a win. You got to take one in Boston if you have even a remnants of a shot.
And by the way, Nick, Erin Ewing, she righted the ship. She's got Flyers gear on today.
There you go. Well, Sixers on
Nick,
today.
you and Billy had my mom out there in Dick's Sporting Goods. It was mobbed, and she had to go get me an early birthday present Flyers shirt.
She's a day late, $1 short. She should be wearing Sixers gear today, but she'll catch up one of these days. Hey, listen, Jeff from Ocean City, you know what he said? He said he's never seen so many Flyers jerseys out at bars in the last since the Flyers have made the playoffs.
Well, I'll tell you what, I was driving around, and I'm producing the Sixers game today, and I saw a lot of Flyers flags, like stickers on cars.
Yeah.
I've never seen that much orange before.
How about Porter Martone last night?
I will say this, I called that goal. And I'm just saying, hey, Porter's the guy, man. I mean, that was an unbelievable effort by the Flyers. They were in control of that game, and they were playing hard. Rick Tocchet had those guys playing feisty.
And by the way, Nick, where are all the Tocchet haters? Where are they now? Did they climb under a rock? Because remember in January, weren't they called to fire Tocchet? And you know who I'm talking about. There's another guy that's up in Philly who was leading that charge, wasn't he? And now he's apologizing. He's chirping. Come on, man.
We know
Nick,
him well.
Yeah, Nick, can the Sixers can win this game? They need it. If they can steal one game, it's got to be game one.
Yeah, it's got to be game one. And listen, Boston's had a little time off. They do have Jason Tatum back. He did come back towards the end of the year. Listen, this is a team that won over 50 games, is the number 2 seed in the East for a reason. Listen, they're giant underdogs, 12.5-point dogs today. But the Sixers, they got to get a star to carry them to a win. Remember when Embiid was out a couple years back? James Harden carried them to a Game 1 win against Boston. I need to see that from Tyrese Maxey if he wants to take that next step.
But here's the thing, and I like it. You know me, I like getting excited about our sports teams. I don't know. It's like, could you imagine if Embiid was healthy?
I know.
We'd have a shot. You'd probably be the bet that you made with Mr. Negadelphia. We'd probably be all going. The whole crew would be going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I know. And then,
without Embiid, I don't know, man.
Yeah, without Embiid, it's tough, man. Listen, I think the Celtics are probably going to win the series. I think people are really giving the Sixers no shot. I think the Sixers steal a game or two here in this series and force it to 6. And if you can get Embiid back towards the end of the series, if possibly he can come back, they have a shot. But this is a tall task, but you got to take it one game at a time if you're Philadelphia. And like Nick Nurse said, you got to play like hell.
Got to play like hell. All right, Nicky Earnshaw, I know you're busy and you got to roll. We just needed to get a little Sixers flavor from you, and that's about that. That'll be the extent of our Sixers coverage.
Listen,
I'm only kidding.
Part of it. I'm excited to be a part of it, guys. Go Flyers, go Sixers, and Aaron, don't wear a Philly shirt again. Don't do it again.
All right, we'll see you, Nicky Earnshaw.
All right, see you guys.
There he is on the Barb's Harley-Davidson Sports Hotline. By the way, my boy Brian McVeigh is watching, and he drives a motorcycle. We'll get him down to Barb's. He probably gets some of his gear at Barb's. She's got a great showroom. I don't know if you've been in there, man.
No,
I went to high school with Barb.
Really?
Yeah. So maybe get a couple of players on a hog or something.
Yeah, hook it up for him.
All right, listen, the Sixers. Let's be serious. They got their work cut out for them. They haven't won a playoff game against the Celtics since 1982. Alex.
And it ain't starting this year. I hate to say it. Look, I was so in on the Sixers coming into the year. I was just here for the ride.
Right.
I was just no expectations. I'm happy if we do good. If we do bad, I'll be a little hurt. But now I'm just like, I think the Celtics are coming out of the East to go to this. To go
you
to
do?
the title. Yeah.
You don't think Detroit?
I think they're too young. I think Detroit needs OKC, the first
How
year
about the Knicks? You think the Knicks? Nah.
The first year that the OKC Thunder made it with this new young core,
right.
They got bounced early.
Right.
And then that next year, they went on a tear and won the championship. I think that could be the Pistons, but I think Tatum, he had all year off to sit. Jaylen Brown's been playing like an MVP right now.
Yeah, that guy's he's a Philly killer, man.
And it just seems like they got these weird guys like Peyton Pritchard, Luka Garza. They got this Shireman kid who can shoot the lights out. I don't understand how the Celtics just get these
Well, according to Nick Earnshaw, Daryl Morey should be in the NBA Hall of Fame because he's such a great GM.
Daryl,
but we can't find those guys.
Find these diamonds in the rough that are just good. Derek White, probably the best role player in the NBA.
Yes.
Like, why can't we find those guys? Why don't we get those guys ever? Philly just can't get those guys. Celtics will always get those kind of guys, and that's why we will never win a playoff series against them.
And you know what, Aaron? Like, there's some, like Mr. Negadelphia and my brother, there's a lot of people that want to move on from Joel Embiid. I just can't imagine the Sixers without him. Yeah. But he doesn't. He's missed more games than he's played in his career.
He's a great player. There's no denying that. But it's just a bad contract.
You know what the best ability is? You know what the best ability is?
What?
Availability.
I like that. I like that.
Come on, Aaron. Come on.
What do you guys need to see from the Sixers to be at least satisfied?
Well, like Nick said,
if we get two games, if we can get 2 games.
Well, I think they got to steal one of these first 2 games in Boston, preferably the first game, because that'll set the tempo. Alex
Flyers,
Berardis.
Flyers just did it.
Flyers just did it. Yeah, but they're 2 teams going in the wrong direction. I think.
Also, Penguins are not at the level that the Celtics are. The Celtics are a juggernaut.
But to me, I hate them both equally. I have a disdain for Malkin and Crosby. There's nothing I like better than beating those 2 scoundrels.
Speaking of Crosby, we got a text in here from Jay and Kate May.
Okay.
Ovechkin is the best goal scorer of all time. Crosby is the better all-around player. He makes everyone around him better. Ovi doesn't do that. That said, the heck with Crosby. Jay from Cape May.
All right, so let's do that. 609-403-0973. We're for the second hour, hockey themed. Aaron, who's on your hockey Mount Rushmore?
We got Scott and AC, Gretzky, Messier, Howe, Lemieux, or. I think if Mario played longer, Mario definitely could.
Did he say Gretzky?
He said Gretzky at 1. He said in that order as well.
What is his list?
Gretz, Mess, Howe, Lemieux.
I don't know if I put Messi in there.
No, I wouldn't.
I mean, he's got how many rings? He's got like 6, 7 rings.
I totally forgot
6,
about
7.
See, here's 6, 7.
Oh, God.
No, because he won. Remember, he won with the Rangers. Remember, he guaranteed a Stanley Cup. He's like Joe Namath-esque.
I always feel bad whenever I watch the ESPN broadcast, and Mess is the only one that can touch the cup because Subban can't touch it.
Yeah.
He's always standing over there. But I think Mario's an interesting one because if Mario, I've heard tons of former players who played in that era. They also said if Mario was healthy,
if he was healthy, he would
be up
no
there
doubt
with
about
His
it.
stats are insane. Like if you look at it, he never even played 1,000 games.
Guess what?
in
You
the
know what?
NHL.
When Taka got traded to Pittsburgh in '92, I drove his car out there, so I was out there a lot. I never saw him practice once.
He didn't have to.
Never practiced.
His body was so beat up.
Yeah.
They just had him on the
he was always in the training room.
He had all these problems. They thought at one point he was
He had
never going to be able
cancer.
to walk again.
Right.
And then he comes back and unretires.
Yeah.
He gets his jersey lowered from the rafters and then comes back.
We got Artie from Brig. This is the last one we have.
This is
right
a good
now.
topic. They love it.
Bobby Hull. That's an interesting
Oh,
one.
I don't know.
Bobby
Was
Orr.
it the Golden Jet? What was his? That was the nickname.
The Golden Jet,
The Golden
yeah.
Jet.
Hull or Gretz and Ovechkin.
Wow, he left out. How do you leave out Gordie Howe?
Yeah, Artie from Brig.
See, here's how I would do it, Aaron. Gordie Howe, because he was the leading. Then Gretzky broke his record, and Ovechkin broke his record, and they all have cups.
I think it's tough. I think honestly, you can't
It's
amount
got to be the criteria. You got to win a cup. You got to have a record.
I just think it's so hard to differentiate the older generation to the new generation because playing hockey today is they have so many more technology and
Well, the game's changed.
It's
You
changed a
made a
lot.
comment that I totally disagree with. The game was tougher back then because you had the
Yeah, but the players
you
are
had
more
the fight.
talented today.
Nowadays you don't have to be a fight.
I agree with that.
Hockey's a game of
I
intimidation.
totally agree. It was more physical.
Yes,
but the players
game's
today,
faster
the
today.
players today,
No, without
it's way
question.
faster,
Yeah.
and the players are just more talented.
But I also think, which is why I think Ovechkin's record is crazy. I think the goaltending now is significantly
And their
better.
pads, look how big their pads are.
It's so much harder now for these guys to score.
Like
than it was back
Martone,
in
he
the
uses every inch of that net. He hit the pipe, the top of the crossbar, doink right in.
yeah, back then,
Porter Martone.
Back then, you just had the goalies flailing around.
609-403-0973. Who's on your Mount Rushmore of hockey? 609-403-0973. Hey, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is a proud sponsor of the Locker Room with Billy Schweim. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. Now, I want to tell you about McCann Appraisers. For all your real estate appraisal needs, call John A. McCann & Associates, 609-263-7422, whether for commercial or residential properties, for estate, tax, financial planning, divorce financing, and more. The professionals at John A. McCann & Associates are licensed and ready to assist you. Give them a call, 609-263-7422. And don't forget, Webster's is opening up in Summers Point. It's a sports bar. It's going to be opening around Memorial Weekend. It's going to be the place to watch all the big games. All right, when we return, we're going to continue talking more hockey. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Alex Berardis, and Erin Ewing right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Flyers Penguin Game 2 on 97.3 ESPN. The Flyers take on the Pittsburgh Penguins tomorrow night. Listen as Tim Saunders and Todd Fedoruk call all the Flyers playoff action. It's Flyers Pens Game 2. Tomorrow night, coverage begins at 7 p.m. on South Jersey's home for Flyers playoff hockey. 97.3 ESPN. And listen live on the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hey, it's Mr. Negadelphia, PJ Corda. Let's get something straight. If you want art, go to a museum. Here is something I'm positive about. Kilowatt Coffee. No foam hearts, no flowers, no latte art, just signature drinks that actually work. We're talking bold cold brews, hotter iced lattes, real flavor, and zero nonsense. Find Kilowatt Coffee at 373 South Whitehorse Pike in Hamilton, New Jersey. Follow at Kilowatt Coffee on X, TikTok, and Instagram. Or bring the energy to your next event. Call 856-229-1780. Kilowatt Coffee, where quality drinks don't need a drawing.
Dad, I still can't believe how nice our new bathroom looks.
That's right, AG. We were so embarrassed by the sight of our old rundown bathroom, we thought a new bathroom was impossible until Connor Slocum from Install America approached us.
Now with the new bathroom, it feels like a new home.
They also install windows, doors, siding, and more. The crew was professional, fast, and did it right the first time. Family owned for over 70 years. Call Install America for a free estimate and financing options at 1-866-670-5213.
Thanks, Install America!
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Progressive knows life takes you in many directions.
Bear right at exit 32, then begin to wonder why you never bought a fish tank. In 1.3 miles, you'll realize you've been mispronouncing epitome your whole life. At the roundabout, you will remember you said something at dinner you wish you hadn't, and will think about it for decades. You have arrived at your destination, but it turns out there really is no destination, and life just keeps going.
Wherever life takes you, protect your home and auto with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Caesars Sportsbook is the only sportsbook app with Caesars Rewards. Bet every game like a Caesar and earn perks on every bet. Hotel stays, bonus bets, game tickets, all in one app. Download the app with promo code RADIODYW and place your first bet of $1 or more for a chance to double your winnings on your next 10 bet. Open to new users in New Jersey who are 21 or older. Max bet of $25 for boosted winnings. Max additional winnings $2,500 per bet. Profit boost tokens expire 14 days after receipt. See Caesars.com/promos for full terms. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim. on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
We got spirit in the material world because the Flyers won Game 1 in Pittsburgh. Billy Schweim, Alex Berardis, Erin Ewing. Get ready for Sixers basketball, but we got to play one thing right now.
Just got away from him, trying to tee it up. Out to the point it goes. Just the line it in the middle, Sanheim. Sanheim makes the move to the slot. The shot, he scores! Travis Sanheim, a beautiful move. And then the rester to beat Skinner, and the Flyers are back on top halfway through the third.
Yo, that was right. It was in the slot. He made a move, gets to the slot, and what's Tocchet preaching? Get to the middle, shoot the puck. He wants shots come from the middle of the ice. Right?
What a call from Jim.
Was that great? That was a good call, man.
All right, we got some text still coming
in. All right,
in,
609-403-0973. Who's on your Mount Rushmore of hockey?
Only one player in all of Philly rivals gets booed every time he steps foot on the ice, field, or court, and that's Sidney Crybaby.
He is a crybaby.
He makes LeBron look tough. He is so weak. Not even on a mountain of poop does he belong. Gretzky or OV, Davey Bavick?
All right. Hey, by the way, Jeff
and EHT.
Jeff from Port Norris, I'm going to give him some Flyers gear. I'm going to call Johnny DiMaria at Pro Image Sports and Fan Treasures, and we're going to get you a Flyers T-shirt. How about that? Jeff, I'll contact you after the show.
We got Chris from Boston here yet again.
Get out. I hate the Bruins. I hate the Celtics.
The Boston Bruins are starting an epic run for the Cup tonight at 7 against the Buffalo Sabres. What are some of the key matchups during the series? I think it's going to be Dahlin and McAvoy, the two best defenders in that series. I think McAvoy, he's going to try to muck it up because
I hate the Bruins.
Dahlin's got a temper like Michkov's got a temper, and he doesn't know how to control it.
Well, listen, I'm pulling for Buffalo like there's no tomorrow because if there's one team, if the Flyers can't win it, I want the Sabre.
I think Buffalo's going to be a madhouse tonight. Good luck, Chris in Boston, because the Bruins are going to need it.
These sabers that are like filled with
the beer,
but they're sold out. Yeah, they're sold out. They haven't even played a game yet, and people have already, I guess, pre-ordered them.
609-403-0973. Who's on your Mount Rushmore of hockey? I got Gretzky, Gordie Howe, Ovechkin, and who was my fourth guy?
Orr.
And Bobby Orr. Yeah, that's it. I mean, there's so many guys you can put up there. Crosby doesn't get it. I don't know. He don't get it for me.
It's just hard for me to not put him on.
You know what I'm going to ask? I'm going to ask Tocchet because he coached.
Right, that's a good.
Yeah, I'm going to ask Dickie. Go ahead. 609-403-0973.
Tocchet's going to put himself on there.
No, he's nowhere near it. He's not on Mount Rushmore.
No, but I mean, he didn't have to say it.
Well, what do you mean? I'm being honest. 609-403-0973.
Never coming back on.
Hey, speaking of talk, let's play. Can we play that clip of what he said to the team afterwards? Do we have that lined up? Let's play that.
Here we go.
Hell of an effort, guys. Great win. That's number one. You know, when it comes to playoffs, the recovery, they gotta get your meal in, recovery, and we'll be ready for the next game. But even keel, we got a meal back at the hotel. We got the trainers of recovery. It's very important, right? Hydrate and all that sort of stuff. Hell of an effort. Sandy, great job, man.
Sandy. Calls him Sandy. I'm pumped up. Hockey players all have great
All right, boys, good job.
So not much of a, I guess, you know what? Obviously, he doesn't want to get too excited, right? He's the head coach. All right, this is game one. It's only one game. I love it. But you hear what he said, Alex? Keep it even keel.
Yeah.
Because I've been hearing that from him for a long time. Schweiner, just like Tommy Greene. Don't get too excited when things are going great. Don't get too low when things are keep that even. I can't keep it even keel.
Do you see the pictures of the T-shirts that the Flyers have been wearing with the Bernie Perrant mask, the Believe, the 3.8% that they have on the sleeve for the percentage that they were going to make the playoffs?
You know, I had Bernie Perrant on and Dave Schultz on last year, May 19th. You know the significance of that date? That's 50 years ago to the day. I just happened to be on the air. May 19th. The only reason I remember that is because my sister's birthday, too. But May 19th, 1973, I had Bernie Perrant and Dave Schultz on both at the same day. And, of course, then Bernie passed away. God bless his soul. But I had chills. I was like I was in sixth grade when they won the first cup. It was like, you know, they were like Philadelphia was a city of losers. And here comes this expansion team. The first expansion team to win a cup.
That was the video from Kate Scott for Kate Smith.
Yeah.
May 19th.
I'm telling you, man. And there's just something about Flyers hockey playoff hockey, but when the Flyers are in the playoffs and they're playing like they played last night, and if it can continue this, you're going to just see this whole area get galvanized. And look at Jeff from Port North. All of a sudden now he's into hockey.
There's something about it to a team that just doesn't have any expectations.
Yeah.
It's
like the 93 Phillies. We talked about that the other day.
The 2022 Phillies.
Yeah, the 2022 Phillies.
There was the 2017 Eagles.
Eagles. Hungry dogs run faster.
Yeah, there's something about a team that just doesn't have any expectations, that just goes on a run, especially in Philly. We seem to have pretty good luck with that. That just, there's something special watching it.
I think I'd rather, you know what, if I had my choice, I'd rather be the chaser, like do something unexpected. That it's more fun. Like I remember years and years ago watching we were in Ocean City. Well, we were in Summers Point at a bar and with a bunch of friends, and it was a playoff game. And the Flyers won, and everybody was like, you know how hockey players, they get together when they score a goal and they rub your head, the helmets, and pat. That's what we were all. Everybody's high five and hugging. It was great.
Yeah, I mean, we said yesterday, like, they're playing with house money.
Yes.
Like, they have every team that they're going to go up against will have more pressure on them than the Flyers do. Like, everyone's just happy the Flyers made the playoffs. So now, like, they're here, they're in the postseason, and they get to just see how far they're going to go.
See, Talkin hasn't really talked to the team. Like, he doesn't address he does like groups of guys or individual. He doesn't really talk to like the team in general. When I hear Craig Berube's post game talks to the team, he's got more fire. Talk more even keeled.
You see that a lot on the bench too. So that's why when you see him blow up on the bench, you're like. Yeah.
By the way, and we talked about this yesterday. How about when he said in an interview, like he did some things that he wouldn't do. He had with concern of Mitchkov, the way he handled that. He said, maybe I made a couple of mistakes. Like, how many coaches own up to that?
I don't know.
Right? I mean, that's.
But I think the Mitchkov situation is probably something that he's never encountered before. So, yeah, I love that he didn't know what he was doing. He owned up to it.
19-year-old kid coming over from Russia. He doesn't speak a lick of English. Matter of fact, there's an article today in the Inquirer by Alex Coffey. And it's talked about when he came over, he had an interpreter that's on 24, he's on call 24/7, and he'd pull up to a gas station. He'd have to get the interpreter on the phone to say, like, tell the attendant or whatever what he wants for gas.
And they had Yegor Zamula on the roster specifically just to help out Mitchkov. He was a stiff. I mean, I don't know.
He still got 20 goals this year.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you know what? I think Briere, Tocchet, Jonesy, and they're handling him, I think, the right way. I mean, people were very critical because they're on the outside looking in, like the Tocchet haters. You don't get a former Flyer, you go back to, the same old thing. No, it's not. Tocchet was away for a long, long time. He got the Jack Adams Award. He won 3 cups with Pittsburgh, the stinking Penguins. But nevertheless, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and now, I mean, look at Mitchkov now. He's been one of the leading points getters for the team since the Olympic break. He's completely turned his season around. So.
And I think he's only going to get better.
That move to the right wing
hope.
really, I think, is going to change.
And moving Zegras to the center position.
Well, here's the thing you were saying all season long. You don't know if Zegras is a playoff kind of player.
All right, I said I don't know. And guess what? The jury's still out because it was only game 1. But guess what? He played unbelievable last night.
Yeah.
What did he get, 2 assists?
He had a break.
What did he get, 2 helpers?
Night.
Let's see. What did he get? Where's my man? Where is he? Zegras. Yeah, no, he had 1 assist. I thought he had 2 assists last night. Did he got an assist on the Drysdale goal?
He got an assist on the Drysdale.
That's it. That was it. Just Drysdale.
All right. Well, he's a point per game player.
Yeah, he is
in the playoffs.
Guess what? Drysdale gets his first ever playoff goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was their first playoff game, both of them.
When I was in the locker room the other day and talking to these guys, you could get a sense that they're not satisfied with just being there. Do you know what I mean?
Once you get to the dance, you want to go all the way.
And we just played a clip of Tocchet after the post game. Just calm, cool, and collected. He said, "All right, go get yourself, go see the trainers, get something, hydrate, get something good to eat, and get some rest because he's a big guy on sleep."
Yeah, I mean, and just think if they win this next game and they come back to Philly up by 2, I mean, it's going to be tough for Pittsburgh to come back.
All right, 609-403-0973 is the text board. Who's on your Mount Rushmore of hockey? 609-403-0973. By the way, we got a comment here on the StreamYard. Broad Street Apparel ISG says, guys, what's wrong with the Phillies?
I can't.
Who cares? We have Flyers hockey on.
There's so much wrong with the Phillies.
Where do I begin?
We could go down the list.
We just had Tommy Greene on. He went through a myriad of things that's wrong with the team. They're not hitting. They're not fielding. They're not playing fundamentally sound baseball. They got their fifth starter. His ERA is north of 9. And people are critical of Topper too.
It's just it's like how much can he do? I mean, if the bats
he go ahead and hit for him.
Yeah, if the bats aren't hitting, the pitchers aren't located in their spots. I mean, like he can only just put out the roster that Dave Dombrowski gives him, which he didn't give a good enough roster.
All right, on the other side, we got an addition to the show. Kevin Durso is going to join us. He covers the Flyers for 97.3 ESPN. We'll get his take. Hey, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is a proud sponsor of The Locker Room with Billy Schweim. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game, let Chet and staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921.
Next up, La Scala's Fire Ocean Casino. When you're inside the Ocean Casino, you're already winning, especially at La Scala's Fire. It's your home away from home for handcrafted Italian classics, fresh seafood just like your grandma used to make, and their signature cocktails all steps away from the action. Dinner before the show? Late night bites after a big win? La Scala's Fire delivers every time. That's La Scala's Fire, OceanCasino.com. Let's eat and get on down to the La Scala's Beach House in Brigantine, which is open for the season.
All right, when we return, we'll talk with Kevin Durso. You're listening to The Locker with Billy Schweim, Alex Berardis, and Erin Ewing right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN Radio. It's an NL East showdown between heated rivals.
It's gone. Ronald Acuna Jr. with a bomb.
Ronald Acuna Jr. and the division-leading Braves head to Philadelphia to face Kyle Schwarber and the Phillies.
Get out of here.
2 home runs tonight for Kyle Schwarber.
The Braves at the Phillies on Sunday Night Baseball. Coverage begins at 6:30 Eastern.
It's Phillies Braves on 97.3 ESPN, your radio home of Sunday Night Baseball.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Hi, this is former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver David Klemick. Are you looking for the ultimate spot to go catch the big game? Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township is your home for great food, cold drinks, and non-stop sports action. Whether it's an NFL, MLB, NBA, or NHL game, they've got all the action on their big screen TVs, plus one in every booth. Sink your teeth into their famous wings, juicy burgers, thin crust pizza, and signature stromboli. Thirsty? They've got ice cold beers on tap and handcrafted cocktails that keep you refreshed. So bring your crew, grab a seat, and feel the energy at Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township. It's where sports fans go to win. Tell them Dave Klemick sent you.
Billy Schweim here. Pro Image Sports is back on the Ocean City Boardwalk and is now open for the 2026 season. Located between 8th and 9th Street, they carry a huge selection of men's, women's, and kids' jerseys, clothing, headwear, novelties from brands like Nike, New Era, Mitchell & Ness, and 47 brand. If you're looking for Phillies, Eagles, Flyers, or Sixers gear, or your favorite pro team, Pro Image Sports has it all. For more information, stop by today or follow them online at fantreasures.com or on Instagram at ProImageOC.
Spring Black Friday is on at the Home Depot. Save on grills and patio sets that will be sure to bring your hosting game up a notch. Fire up your feast with help from the Home Depot and save on grills. Like the Next Grill 4-burner propane gas grill was $249, now in special buy for $199. Or give everyone the best seat in the yard with the Hampton Bay Mayfield Park 4-piece conversation set for only $399. Save on grills and patio sets with low prices guaranteed during Spring Black Friday only at the Home Depot. Now through April 22nd while supplies last. Exclusions apply. See homedepot.com/price match for details.
Is your trading stopping you from shopping? It's time to drop in some Matt Black Nissan. We need your trade-in today, and we're willing to overpay. At Matt Black Nissan and at Matt Black Affinity, AJ the trade-in man will pay you up to $4,000 over a Kelly Blue Book fair trade value for any trade-in in any condition, even if it's not paid off. Come see us today at Matt Black Nissan and at Matt Black Infinity and the Buck Horse Pike in Egg Harbor Township. It's time to drop in some Matt Black Nissan.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're getting you ready for Sixers basketball at 1 o'clock right here on 97.3 ESPN. But we're all pumped up from the Flyers, and I'm on the way down the expressway, and I'm gathering my thoughts, and I said, I got to get Kevin Durso on his program because we're flyered up today. So let's go back to that Barb's Harley-Davidson Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room. He covers the Flyers for 97.3 ESPN. Kevin Durso, what's up, Durso?
Good morning, everyone. It's not the nicest day outside, but I can think of two locker rooms that are feeling glorious today, and both of them have something in common. They've got Rick Tocchet in their locker room pocket.
Hey, Kevin, let me ask you a question. Would it be possible for Tocchet to win another Jack Adams award? I don't know Lindy Ruff and the guy from Tampa Bay. They're saying, but why not Rick Tocchet again?
Yeah, I don't know that he's going to win it. For me, he's an absolute finalist. He's got to be a finalist. And the only thing I think that's going to get in the way is that this was a slow build to the end, and then it came on strong at the end. That's why you're going to see a lot more go towards Lindy Ruff because it was a longer period of overall success, but he's absolutely in the conversation, no question about it.
Hey, Durso, where are all those stu-nods that were chanting "Fire Tocchet" in January at the X-Mobile Arena? Come on, man, these guys are losers. Because I know what type of guy Toc is. He's no nonsense. You know it. You cover the Flyers.
Yeah, he definitely is, and this is exactly what you wanted to see in Game 1, right? Like
that's
everything that he's been about. The structure, the defensive style, they played to that standard just as they did at the end of the season. Pretty much perfect road game, right? Like that's exactly how you approach a road game. He had them ready to go, and everything that's been working for the last 3 weeks to a month continued to work in Game 1, and that's what you keep using to build on this going forward.
Hey, Kevin, I was down at practice, the Flyers practice on Thursday. I interviewed Tyson Forrester. I interviewed Zegras. I interviewed Garnet Hathaway, Couturier, and your boy Tim Saunders. You know what Saunders told me? Because they said, you got to be all excited. The announcers got to prepare. It's playoffs, just like the players. They got to prepare. He said, but just like you covered the Flyers through some dark days where, it was hard to sit there and watch. You pay your dues too, Kevin Durso.
Absolutely, and I feel good for all of my colleagues that have sat through the games that we have over the years. It's been
not easy.
It's been a long 5 years. Yeah, it's been through some of the I think back to some of the things I've had to say on the air over the last several years and really rip into what the organization was all about, and it feels like it's turning a corner even more so than it was before. No matter what happens, and now I think with every game it's going to shift. They've won a game now, but no matter what happens, they're already positioned well for the future because of how young of a team they are getting this experience. That's already the big thing. And then if you continue to ride this wave like they seem like they are doing so far, at least through Game 1, that's only bonus for them. So it's great. And like you brought up, that they don't seem like they're satisfied. They didn't want to just make it seem like, hey, we're happy to be here thing. The thing though about that is that that's easier said than done. You can say, hey, we're not done, right? Like that was
just in their demeanor, like
oh yeah,
Kevin. I was at practice. It was like there was just people that you never see at practice before. That locker was full of reporters.
Yeah, and the thing is, like for me, Tocchet said it right after they actually clinched, like job's still not done, that kind of thing. But you got to go out there and still execute it. And for me, the first 10 minutes of a game like that is so important to define whether or not you're actually built for it or you can handle it. They didn't necessarily, they didn't score a goal in the first 10 minutes. They didn't take the lead, but they didn't look overwhelmed either. And that was the important thing.
They out-hit them. They outskate them. They were ahead of shots.
Yep. They played the part perfectly. They were absolutely ready for that opportunity. And then you saw it even more once they did start scoring goals and the guys that did, for me, it's not lost on me that a team that's so built on defensive structure that focuses so heavily on the defensive end got 2 goals from defensemen to start this thing off. That's a big deal.
Kevin, whoa. Dan
He's all excited. He can't think what he wants to do. He wants to get 10 questions in the one.
I didn't know how to start this. So Dan Vladar makes his first career postseason start yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of let in a few muffins as of recently, one including last night. I'm not going to say the second goal. He got screened on that second goal. He does make that game-saving save at the end with like 5 seconds left. But is there a little cause for concern that we might have worked him a little too much going down the stretch here?
I mean, there always is. Just when I think that there's reason to be overly concerned, he bounces back with a better game than I would expect. So, like for me, when they lost, he had a terrible game in Detroit right down the stretch. And I thought, okay, this is the start of this. It looks like, the game in Washington, he didn't look great. Those were signs that he might be tiring. Well, he goes out and plays Winnipeg later. Everything's fine. Looks like the same goal. And he let in a soft one there too, but then shut the door the rest of the way. Yeah. I saw the same thing yesterday. Okay, the first one, he doesn't like it. You see his reaction after that goal goes in by Malkin. It's, he looks like he should have had it and then doesn't give up anything the rest of the way. His team in front of him goes out and does what they have to do to restore the lead. And then right down to the end, he shuts down that final opportunity right at the side of the net, cutting through the middle and makes one more big save. It's not a flashy game by the numbers by any stretch. He finishes with 15 saves on 17 shots, but there were enough big moments down the stretch that you needed him to come through. And similar to the rest of the team, you need to see that these guys can handle it. This realistically for him, he had 2 previous playoff appearances in relief. He's never started a playoff game. You need to see that a guy like that can handle it, and he sure looked like he could from game 1.
Kevin, kind of going off of that question, obviously the Flyers are one of the hottest teams in the league right now, but they've been playing these playoff-style games for over a month at this point. Does that kind of cause concern with you that they're going to be able to keep this up? Because, you look at guys like Konechny, it looks like he's struggling a bit and might be banged up. Are you concerned about that?
Yes and no. So the first 10 minutes answered that question for me because it was a concern going into the game, and they met the physicality. They met the speed of the game. They looked faster than Pittsburgh did in a lot of areas. Certainly, I was shocked to think this because I would have thought it would have gone the other way. They were the better team off the rush. They created way more rush chances. Honestly, if not for Stuart Skinner, that could have been a way more lopsided decision than it turned out to be. You're talking about Tippett gets a breakaway. Zegras gets a partial breakaway. A couple 2-on-1s that were in there that they could have executed better. And that's probably just the nerves of the situation, maybe not placing your shot the way you want to. For more than half the team was playing in their first playoff game. So I think that they were feeling that out. And once you get the hang of it now, you start to maybe execute on those a little bit better. But they still took care of what they had to do. And those opportunities, if you can create those opportunities even more and continue to play to that style, then yeah, absolutely. It's interesting you brought up Konechny because I saw it too. Konechny definitely looks a little off and did throughout that game. Some puck decisions that I didn't like. But there's always a chance to bounce back, and you need other guys also to pick you up when one guy doesn't have it. I don't think that just because certain guys scored goals, I don't think they were the best the whole game. I don't think Martone was at his best the whole game, but he has a moment. And really, like the guys for me that
Konechny was a +2, Kevin.
He was. That's true. He was.
But through 23 playoff games, he's got 1 goal and 8 assists. It's like.
And for me, it's the cautiousness of those puck decisions. If he's turning the puck over in the neutral zone, that's recipe for disaster. You don't want to have that happen. You got to be careful about that because the guys on the other side are still the guys on the other side that have that experience. But everybody else, like I love the way that they looked it in the face, and just like they did with any of the regular season games, they look that lack of experience dead in the face and say, "Who cares? We're still ready for this opportunity because we've waited for it." Like that's the way I felt about Jamie Drysdale's game. Now, a guy, interestingly enough, a guy who isn't playing his first playoff game, Travis Sanheim to me was the best flyer on the ice last night. Outstanding start to finish, and just making smart plays. The move he makes on his goal is outstanding as well, to get around a player, get to that middle. As you know, I find that when we get around coaches over the years, and I've been through a lot of coaches in my time covering the team, you start to use their vocabulary a little bit. So I'm using a Tocchet line here. He gets to that middle ice, as Tocchet likes to talk about. He gets that space and then lets a shot go. Has a shooter's mentality there. I think Drysdale had it too, to be honest. So both of them, and then of course Martone at the end. How can you can't understate this kid and what he's done. 19 years old, unfazed by the situation. And gives you, that's the type of goal that on the other side, that's a Crosby style goal in terms of meeting the moment and being the guy in that situation. And he's 19 years old, and realistically, that was his 10th NHL game if we're counting regular season and playoffs combined. It's incredible.
We got Kevin Durso on the Barb's Harley Davidson Sports Hotline. Durso, can you imagine getting Trevor Forster back? And you get Martone at the end of the season. Like right there, that's like a shot of adrenaline right there.
That's a trade deadline for you. Yeah, that's a buyer's
that's like adding two guys at the trade deadline.
And to me, it validates what Danny Briere was trying to do. I'll admit it. I wasn't sure I understood exactly what they were trying to do on deadline day.
Yeah, but you weren't. But Kevin, you weren't like some other people that we know that were saying this team's a disaster. The front office doesn't know what they do. Tocchett's the wrong guy for the job. You know what I'm talking about.
Sure,
these guys are like, we're all the naysayers now.
Sure. And that's what I'm saying. I didn't understand completely what they were trying to do, but for me, and the plan wasn't even, to me, it wasn't even about seeing the plan through the end of the regular season or anything like that. It was, well, let's see what another offseason holds, because it's really a long shot for them to make the playoffs where they are at that time. And then they just started rolling through wins and picking up points and closing the gap. And then it all fell into place. Like, everybody in every Flyers fan should be a huge University of Wisconsin fan for what happened in the NCAA.
Yeah, right.
Because without that, you don't have Porter Martone for the stretch run. And it's fun because we had talked about this months ago, like the possibility that Martone was playing in the playoffs potentially, but that was still thought to be like 2 regular season games and then playoffs, not 9 regular season games where you are a key fixture of what's making you get into the playoffs in the first place, and then you just look completely unfazed in your first playoff game. And the Forrester thing, the buzz was there down the stretch, but I didn't think he was going to come back.
I didn't think he was coming back.
And it was like an outside chance that, again, like if they made the playoffs, could you have this guy back? He's just as big of an X factor to me, because what I love about Tyson Forrester when I watch him is you see the two-way ability. He's a really solid defensive player.
He's a big dude.
And then he's got the shot to back it up from the offensive side. So when you get into that situation, their power play wasn't exactly clicking the first game, but when you have Forrester out there, it adds another dimension to it. And I hope that comes through in future games in this series.
And Erin, what was the was it 15 games left in the season? They only had a 4% chance of making the playoffs, something like that.
I think it was around March.
Was it March? They had
3.8%.
3.8. They're wearing it on T-shirts right now. It's on the sleeve of their T-shirts.
Yes. Oh, we got to call Johnny DiMaria from Pro Image Sports up on the boardwalk. Get shirts put 3.8. Hey, Durso, we got to get you a GoFundMe page. You got to get up to Game 5 in Pittsburgh, dude. I'll give you a buddy pass. You can fly for free. I'll put you on my pass.
I hear you.
We got to get you up there, man. You got to get that 97.3 ESPN microphone in Tocchet's face up there in Pittsburgh.
Well, you won't be seeing it with Tocchet because of they do the press conference style mode in playoffs. It's been so long since I've covered a playoff game in Philadelphia. The last time they were in the playoffs, everybody was sitting at home watching the bubble playoffs. So it's been a long time coming to go through that process again. Whenever once it comes home, I said on Friday when I was on the Sports Bash that Game 3 is going to be exactly 8 years to the day of their last home game in the playoffs in front of fans. Wow. So I can't wait to see that building, especially
be electric.
Especially if Monday goes well too. Let's not forget that part of it. Now you've already got the first part solved, and I thought that was a possibility. That for as well as they played on the road down the stretch, getting 1 out of 2 in Pittsburgh was definitely on the table. And now the fact that you took the first one, pressure is on even more for the second now for Pittsburgh. I thought Pittsburgh coming into this series was the team. Both teams could say they're playing with house money, but Pittsburgh had more to lose because of the veteran core. It might be the last shot for these guys. And now that you've lost game one, the pressure is really on you in game two, because if you come home, if the Flyers come home with a 2-0 series lead, it's going to feel a lot like the way it did in 2012 when the Flyers eventually went up 3-0 in that series. And then at that point, you started to see it with Crosby at the end of the game.
Yeah.
The composure is starting to get lost.
I
right?
can't stand
the
it,
frustration boils over.
Hey, Durso, real quick, we got it 609-403-0973. Who's on your Mount Rushmore? Who's your Mount Rushmore hockey?
I knew this question was coming. so I'm going to throw a curveball in on you slightly because I was thinking of my fourth, because the first three I had I were no-brainers for me. And I don't know if we can see all of them in the background. Two of them are visible in my background right now.
I see Gordie Howe.
Well, Wayne's on this side, so
okay.
Gretzky's obvious. Gordie's on this side. It's off camera. You can't see it on this one, but I have this. All the way at the top is Bobby Orr, so I will put Bobby Orr on there as well. And because I was trying to figure out who else I could put on there, I want to throw a goaltender into the mix. And Flyers fans aren't going to like hearing the name, but for me, it's Martin Brodeur.
What did I say? I said either him or Dominic Hasek.
Right? Hasek was and Hasek's actually visible on the wall behind me on the other side. Not his finest moment, obviously. Buffalo Sabres fans are finally getting their first playoff game in a long time today, and they don't remember the moment that's on the wall fondly.
All right, Durso, we got to roll, brother. Thanks for. Hey, I called you at the last minute. I really appreciate you taking time, and let's go Flyers.
You got it, guys. Thanks for having me.
All right, there is Kevin Durso on the Barb's Harley Davidson Sports Hotline. Come on, man.
I was at that game, that last home Flyers playoff game.
Were you really?
Game 6, 2018. Coots got us a hat trick. Still lost the game.
Yo, could you imagine? Could you imagine what the sports bash with Mike Gill is going to be like if the Sixers win today? Where the Flyers win and the Sixers win Monday on a sports bash with Mike Gill is going to be nuts.
Sixers got to get it done. They got to get it done.
Because Mike's a big Sixers guy. He's a big process guy. He would love nothing more than to go up there and steal a game from the stinking Boston Celtics.
I like what Durso said about the composure. Crosby's losing it. He's whacking Sanheim, getting in it.
Get in his head.
He was in the box twice yesterday. I mean, you don't see that a lot out of Sid.
Yeah.
All right. For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is a proud sponsor of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game today. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver.
Next up is Jersey Man, Philly Man magazine. Just about everyone in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia Eagle Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract 200+ top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it as a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or call 856-912-4007.
All right, when we return, we'll wrap it up. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Alex Berardis, and Erin Ewing right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Sixers playoff basketball later today on 97.3 ESPN. The Sixers face the Boston Celtics. Listen as Tom McGinnis calls all the Sixers playoff action.
Here's another shot by George, and that's good. Oh, man. And the Sixers bench is hopping with joy.
It's Sixers Celtics Game 1 later today. Coverage begins at 1 p.m. on South Jersey's home for Sixers playoff basketball.
Oh, yeah.
97.3 ESPN.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Servicing Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is Billy Schwein. If you're injured or if life takes an unexpected turn, you need a team that'll fight for you. At McMonagle, Perry, McHugh, Meshack, and Davis, you'll get battle-tested trial lawyers with decades of experience standing up for justice. Whether it's personal injury, criminal defense, or complex civil litigation, when everything is on the line, you want attorneys with experience and a reputation as one of the most successful firms in the United States. Call McMonagle, Perry, McHugh, Meshack, and Davis, 215-981-0999, or online at mpmpc.com.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Hi there, this is the Negadelphian from the locker room, and I might be negative about our Philly sports teams, but one thing I'm positive about is Elisa's shoes. Are you looking for the perfect pair of shoes? Then step into Elisa's shoe store on Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey, where style meets comfort. From trendy sandals or everyday sneakers or an elegant heels for a night out, they've got it all. Their friendly team is there to help you find the perfect fit, no matter what the occasion. That's Elisa's Shoes at Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey. Go to elisashoes.com or call 609-391-8859. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you.
It's a $29 knockout deal. Every vehicle, $29 down. At RK Kia of Vineland. All you need is $29. Even if your credit is so bad, your Nana won't loan you money. Plus, make no payments for 90 days. Save thousands with even pricing on new Kia Sportage, Sorrentos, K5s, the entire Kia lineup. Even the all-new 2027 Telluride. Plus acres of Kia certified pre-owned. And get 0% financing at RK Kia. Plus, you get RK coverage, no charge, ding repair, tire repair, wheel repair, windshield repair, and more. Save thousands and make no payments for 90 days. It's a $29 knockout deal. Every vehicle, $29 down for a limited time only at RK Kia of Vineland. RK does it right. MyRKKia.com. MyRKKia.com. To qualified buyers plus tax and title. For details, call 856-641-1111 or myrkkia.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we got one more call for you. We're back in the locker room.
Got that puck to Martone, who charges in. Martone turns with it, gets himself some space, turns again, fires, and scores!
You can hear it hit the crossbar.
The Marty Party!
The Marty Party.
And by the way, what did you say this? As fired up as we are, we all got to keep things into perspective. It's only one game, Alex.
It is only
it's
one
only
game.
one game, but it sure does feel good.
But I'm having a Marty Party.
Yeah! You're allowed to get excited. We're allowed to.
We got excited for the Eagles playoff game.
We were so let down. I'm not let down now, man.
Flyers have done more than they did.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the Flyers did what they had to do. They had to win one game on the road, tie the series when it comes home, and they did. And now,
But I do want all our listeners, as pumped up as I am, as we are, we do realize it's only game one. We got a long way to go. We got all the work to do, boys.
Well, here's Joey D. Flyers are the greatest story in a long time.
Yeah.
Porter Martone is a stud. You got your playoff wish, Schwein. We want the cup. We want the cup.
Hey, so I went to the Philadelphia Sports Writers things early in the year, and Joe and Jimmy Watson were there. The very first parade, they were in like regular convertibles sitting low. People could grab them. Somebody took Joe Watson's ring off his finger, his Stanley Cup ring off his finger, and Ed Snyder put out an APB. He said, whoever has that ring, return it to us. I'll give you season tickets for the whole year, and they got it back.
Right.
That's what Joe Watson told me. Now they're up on these big, you can't even get anywhere near the players.
I mean, Howie Roseman had a cut on his head. And people
He
throw
hit that with a beer.
Yeah.
Well, no, some of the guys ride bikes and go down and interact with the fans. They should, man.
The parade was fun.
That was. Oh, can you imagine a Flyers parade?
Flyers parade.
God, the Flyers haven't won a Stanley Cup in, 51 years, something,
Yeah.
50, whatever it is.
We're due.
All right. Great show today, man. We got Sixers basketball coming up. I'd like nothing more than for the Sixers to steal a win up in Boston. I know that would
Keep
make
it rolling.
Nicky Earnshaw would be very happy. Mike Gill's going to have a great time tomorrow. talking Flyers hockey, Sixers basketball. Of course, the Phillies are they're on ESPN tonight. Don't forget they're on national television as well. I want to thank Tommy Greene. I want to thank Nikki Earnshaw, and of course Kevin Durso. Thanks to you, Alex Berardis and Erin Ewing. Thank you so much. And thanks for making the locker room part of your Sunday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. Let's go Sixers, let's go Phillies, and I'll see you next week right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The preceding program was paid for by The Locker Room.